Katherine Johnson from Learn Behavioral, here with my weekly video with tips for parents. This week we're going over visual schedules. Visual activity schedules are something we use in ABA all the time. Speech and language pathologists use them all the time, and you see teachers use them too, particularly in language-based classrooms. So these are helpful for teaching skills, for establishing routines, decreasing challenging behavior, and just making transitions easier on our kiddos. I'm going to share 5 different types of picture schedules with you today. First then boards, picture schedules to teach a skill that has multiple steps, picture schedules to help establish a routine, a picture schedule that is just that, a schedule, so a visual representation of a part or whole of their day. And last, an independent play picture schedule. So the first type of schedule we're going to talk about is the simplest. It's a first then schedule. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples here. This is just a way to communicate visually that you're going to ask them to do one thing and then your child's going to get a reinforcer. So you can make a first then board out of just about anything. We've used construction paper here that's been laminated. There's a couple pieces of Velcro here, so you can put on different activities and different reinforcers, and often you can see that there are things decorating the board that just associate the board with something fun, something that your child likes. So if you saw our pairing video last week, this is a little bit of pairing. Of course, you don't have to do that. That's extra credit. So this board is showing that first you're going to brush your hair, and then you're going to get tickles. Here's another one for a kiddo who likes trains. So first clean up, and then we're going to have graham crackers. You can see they can switch these out. First then boards are generally used with new learners who don't always follow instructions reliably, but you can use it really with any learner that is going to have difficulty moving from whatever they're doing to whatever instruction you're about to give them. Another way to use picture activity schedules is to teach a skill with multiple steps. So if you want to teach a skill that has a series of steps like toothbrushing or getting ready to go outside or washing your hands, it's great to have a picture of each step that your child can look at. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples. These are for slightly older children. This is a picture schedule showing a child how to cross a street. So you can see all the steps here. Here's another one that's several pages long. This is for doing laundry. So it shows the list of steps and has a picture for each step. What I like about having laminated cards is that your child can take a draw erase marker, and as they go along and finish the step, they can check it off, they can cross it out, can scribble it out, whatever they want to do. Kids love it. If you're going to use this as a way to teach a skill that you want them to do independently, you would give them the entire thing at the beginning and then slowly fade it out over time, right? There are a few different ways that you can fade it out, but one way is that when you're ready, you can just take a piece of paper and cover up the last step. So they're using it for all the steps and they've got to remember the last one on their own. And then you just continue doing that as they progress over time until they're doing it on their own without the pictures. And again, just remember you can use this to teach anything that has multiple steps. You can also just use this to teach a routine. So here is one it's similar to teaching a skill with multiple steps. So this is a bedtime routine. There are certain things that this kiddo needs to do within the routine, and then there's a reinforcer at the end. So they're getting ready for bed, they've got to use the toilet, choose pajamas, brush teeth, and then they have their reinforcers. iPad, music, stories, all the good things. So using something visually like this and checking it off as they go along can help keep them on task. It can help them to see the big picture of these are all the things that we need to do along the way to get this. And overall can just help them with the transition. So hopefully you will see fewer challenging behaviors along the way as they really see clearly what's expected. So here's another type of picture schedule. This is just a schedule. This is for a kiddo to follow when they're in school. So you can see each day of the week, these are all the things that happen Monday mornings. These are all the things that happen Monday afternoons. And as they go along, you can see there's a little space here. They can use a dry erase marker. They can check off when they're done, which is always fun. Or the teacher can give them a star or happy face. It just as a good visual of sort of like what they can see what they've already done, what things are coming up in their day, what are the things that they're looking forward to in their day. I assume in this case it's lunch. At the end of the day, maybe they're looking forward to choice time, so they can see what's coming. If you've got a kiddo with anxiety and they're worried about what's coming up, or they're really like focused on one part of the day, picture schedules can really help with that. So here is a picture schedule for one child for their entire day. So you can use this to show an entire day, a portion of their day, whatever's going to be useful for your child. The last type of picture schedule I want to show you is something that you can teach your child to use to play independently for extended periods of time. Independent play can be really difficult to teach, and using a picture schedule can help with that. So here's one example of an independent play schedule. So in this particular one, you have some things on this side that they need to do, and as they do each activity, they then move it from to do to all done. So you would select things that they already know how to do, that they already enjoy doing by themselves, and then you teach them to go see this picture, play with blocks, and then move the picture over, and then go to the next picture, see that it's snack time, they know to get their lunch box, they have their snack, they move that over, they check the next one, it's a puzzle, they do the puzzle, move the puzzle over, check this, clean up, they clean up. Here's a similar one. This one just shows what they get at the end. Teaching a child to use an independent picture schedule can be kind of involved. The best way to do it would be to use a really systematic teaching protocol, which your ABA therapist can design for you. But generally, if you're teaching a child to use an independent play schedule, you would use a lot of physical prompting, a lot of gestural prompting, and not a lot of words, not a lot of verbal prompting, because eventually you want to be removed from the situation and just be able to hand it to them and have them go do their thing. But this is something that, again, that your ABA therapist can help you with. So last, I want to say that when you're making any of these picture schedules, some people are already using Mayor Johnson icons, so it's fine to continue on and use those if your child is familiar with them. You can draw your own pictures if that works for you. You can take photos of the specific things that your child is using and doing. Some kids love to see themselves or their siblings in pictures. Above all, you want to make sure that everything is really durable, so laminating is good, and also keeping it flexible. So that's why you see a lot of Velcro everywhere, so that you can just be constantly changing out the activities and the instructions and the reinforcers, depending on what's working for you and what's happening that particular day. Well, this has been fun for me. I love talking about picture schedules. I hope it's been fun for you. Hope you've got a few ideas, and I hope you're inspired to try this at home. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.